What is going on, Drive 2 crew? Ramny here with a short tutorial. Well, it's one of the short ones, that's why there's no intro. Today we are going to draw the Black Ranger, Black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, or Zack, or the Mastodon Ranger, whatever you want to call him. He's also a Z Ranger. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my paper in landscape mode for this one, and we're only going to be doing mainly the helmet, what you call a bust, which is going to be, it's also got the chest, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw a circle, just like so. Okay, and then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to create the helmet shape, and this is kind of one that you need to get right, otherwise it's just not going to look right. Okay, you don't want to make it too long, you don't want to make it too wide or anything, so you want to make sure you get this helmet right. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm kind of just shaping the general look of the helmet. Okay, and then the center of it is going to be right around here, so I'm going to draw a center line like so. Okay, draw this lightly as you can. Okay, this line right here, this sort of goes like this. As soon as you reach down here, this is going to be like the little mouth area, and then the mouth area, as you guys can probably remember, if you guys are old like me, I saw this when I was a kid, yeah, it's going to be like recessed in, so we're going to try to emulate that. Okay, so here's the chin, right around there, and then we're going to bring that like so. Okay, and what I mean by bust is that it's going to be, see the neck right here, it's padded, that's why it looks thicker. So the neck is going to go like this, and then I'm just going to draw the back here, or the shoulder, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to draw like this, and that's how I'm going to leave it. Now if you've ever seen like statues or sculptures or anything like that, a lot of them, they tend to have this bust that looks like this, and that's just how things are, and that's what it's called, is a bust. Now don't make the neck too thick. I know it's padded, but you don't want to give it too thick of a neck, because Power Rangers are not meant to be like super muscular people. They're just people in spandex, really. Okay, so there's the beginnings of our Zack, which isn't too bad. Okay, I'm going to find the center over here as well. The center should go like that, and then, as you guys might know, or if you guys might remember, the diamond, little diamond pattern goes like this for him. Okay, I might bring this a little bit closer so that we got like a more of a like so. Let me just erase that so you guys can kind of see what I fixed. Not fixed, but like if you guys can see what I was trying to get at. There you go. It's been so hot here where I live that my eraser here just melts. That's why I keep it on this coaster. And that is a kneadable eraser, you guys. If you guys have never seen an eraser like that, it's a cool eraser because it doesn't leave any of like this dust right here. And I try to use it as much as I can. Sometimes I forget, and then I end up picking one of these because it's right beside me. Anyway, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so that's good and all. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on the face and start working on the minute details of Zack's helmet. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to erase this bottom line. Now you see how I'm using this now. I'm leaving this dust right here, but if I use this kneaded eraser, it doesn't leave any dust. That's why I like using it, but nowadays it's just been so hot and it's sticky. All right, so there you go, that's good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we have to draw a line going across, like right around here. This is of course going to be for the visor. Okay, so it's actually two lines, one going across there and one below it right here. All right, like that. And then right around here is where we want the bottom of the visor to go, and it's going to go kind of like right around in this area right here. And so you want to draw this smooth curve that goes like that, and of course it goes towards the other side as well. Okay, and then right here is going to be the mouth. You want to make sure you leave some room for the mouth, right? It kind of goes from here, goes down, and Okay, there you go. There's the bottom. There you go. So, okay, I'm finding a bit of an error on my part, and I apologize, you guys. The width of the visor should actually match the width of the mouth part. So you want to make sure that they're about equal. So again, you guys, I apologize. That's how it is when you're drawing, is that you tend to make mistakes. You know, when you start drawing parts of the figure, it's hard to get it all right the first time. So there you go. So I'm just readjusting things a little bit, and that's what happens, is you need to readjust. Okay, don't expect yourself to always get things right the first time. So now what I'm doing is I've got that the mouth part right there. I drew a line right here, so you guys can see this recessed little area there, and then that's good right there. Okay, so not too bad. Let me just erase that little mistake that I made right there. Okay, so we're good so far. What we need to do is we need to find the center of the mask, and we're gonna kind of draw the mastodon trunk, and it goes up to the eye, and then the eye sort of falls right around this area right here. So I'm just going to draw like a little rounded area, like a rounded little shape right there for now. Figure it out a little bit later on where to put it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the top of that and go towards the visor like this. And then this goes, as soon as you go up, it goes outward as well. Okay. Now this is going to create a second, like thicker layer that goes around to the top like that. So you guys see how right here you see like a raised area. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to go. And then for the visor itself, it's also raised. So stop right here, go in, and then it should be like that. You guys see what I mean here? It's got this, and then it's got that as well. Okay, and you want to make sure that this is somewhere around the same area that you have the eye happening. Okay, so there you go. So far, so good. Okay, now right around here, what we're going to do is we're going to start shaping the tusks for the mastodon, and it goes into his mask, if you guys can remember. So start over here. You want to create like this upside down U shape, like this. Okay, and then find a spot right here. This is kind of where you want that tusk to go. And you want it to kind of be somewhere around the same location as this. Okay, so you want to kind of fill that area. Let me fix that. So what you want to do is you want to sort of create this. Okay, here's the top part right there, and it's sort of very, very close to the shape of the visor. And then this one goes down, and then it goes around until you get to the side, like so. Okay, 2 lines over here. Give it a little bit of thickness. A line going this way. There you go. All right, so that's a pretty good start, you guys. At this point, let's cut to commercial, and then we'll get back to drawing Zack the Black Ranger after this break. Hey guys, this video right here is brought to you by these awesome Patreon patrons. If you are interested in knowing more about how to support this channel through Patreon, check out the link down below, patreon.com/drawit2 for more details. Anyway, let's cut to commercial, and then let's get back to business. And you guys, we are back. Let's go ahead and continue working on this. I'm going to draw a little seam that goes down right here. On the side of the helmet. This is kind of where the actor takes the helmet on and off, so it runs along the side here. Okay, and also don't forget, over here this goes down like this, and then this runs along across. Meanwhile, erase this line and this line. This runs across the visor, but it also goes down here. Same thing on this side. Okay, there you go. Not too bad. Trying to figure out what to do next. There's some complex stuff going on over here. So what you want to do is you want to smooth this out so that you know exactly where the curve of the top of the head is. So you want to make sure you get that, because we're going to be adding to it. Okay, I'm going to start right here. Now you see there must be a line going this way and this way. That sort of, it's like the eye line, right? But right around here in the center, so remember this is my center, there's a crest that goes up this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this shape, and then this shape goes up this way, and then it raises again. So it creates like this newer layer, like newer raised section. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this a little bit to raise that. Okay, and then this goes towards the eye right around here. Okay. Turn my paper so I can draw that curve a little bit better. And I suggest you guys do that as well. Don't try to force your wrist into doing drawing things at an awkward angle. Okay, so it goes like that now, okay? If you guys can see what I mean. So here, thin, over here you see the side. It goes towards the back. Okay, now over here you see the ear, and then the ear sort of starts behind, like after the eye, so right here. This goes towards this point. It's like the mammoth ears, goes a little bit higher up. Okay, start here again, and then bring yourself to this point right here. Okay, once you reach this point, bring yourself towards that way, and then find the spot right here and go outward. All right, and then this goes all the way up to that curve like that. And that's like the mammoth ears, or it just shows the wideness of the ear of a mammoth. Mastodon, mammoth. You know what I mean? All right, now this goes across. In the meantime, this goes this way. And this goes in the back. There's a clasp over here, but people tend to ignore that when you draw. That's kind of just to get the helmet in and out. But for the most part, when you see comic books or anything, nobody really draws that clasp there. Okay, so now I'm sort of just creating like the 3D-ness of the ears here. I'm going to erase the center lines. So far we got it. Okay, so now let's reshape the eye. Let's give it that mastodon look. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to double up on that line as well to give that this a more 3D, so that it pops out, you know what I mean? So I'm going to double up on that line until I reach the tip of the eye there. Okay, and then over here you don't see much of that. Okay, let's shape that eye so that it's more flatter. Okay, this goes around like so, so 2 lines, and then a third that's more angular, like that. Okay, pretty good. Of course, you don't see that on this side. Okay, now this line does go across. But you guys see how when it goes across, it makes an obvious change in direction and then goes back. Okay, there's going to be 2 lines above that. 1, 2. I'm just going to draw it lightly because what we want to do is we want to even out the lines as you go further down. Okay, so there's 2 lines above that, here and here, and then below it 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you want to make sure they're evenly spaced. And then the bottom one you want to create it. Make it 3D by drawing these lines. Okay, that goes across. But this line does not connect with this visor line. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's sort of what it looks like. Let's see if there's anything else. There's actually like a darker or a white outline that goes above this one. And then same thing over here. Okay, now this right here, there's going to be a couple layers to it. So it goes across like that. And then another one, if you guys can fit it, there's a third line right there. Now on this side, of course you want to draw that tusk as well, but it's just going to be a straight line going upwards. Actually, it's just going to be like that. Okay, and then it goes into the helmet, like so. Okay, not quite done. Let's draw the mouth part. Before we draw the mouth part, you want to make sure that this feels like it's going in. So you want to kind of continue this line going this way. Remember where that hits, where this line hits the side, it's going to be a slight change in elevation, or like a break in the line. You guys see what I mean? There you go. Okay. All right, the mouth now is going to be, this is the tricky part, because you're trying to draw an expressionless mouth. So it looks like that, sort of making a frown. This goes across. Make sure this line and this line are like parallel with each other. Lower lip, I'm not going to complete that though, I'm just going to leave it like that. And then two lines at the top. Okay. Then over here, draw a second layer that's more rounded. There you go. And then take a look to see if like it looks right. Okay. Now, if it looks off, sometimes you gotta, like I'm kind of noticing that mine's a little bit off center and I want to bring it a little bit higher. So that's what I'm going to do. And I apologize, you guys, if I'm making you erase your own stuff. You guys don't need to if you feel like you don't need to. I'm just going to move this up slightly. It'll look a little bit better, I believe. And I think it is. I just brought it up just even a tad higher up, just a couple of millimeters, and it just improves it. Okay, here you go. I shouldn't mess with it too much. Okay, and then the last thing here is I just want to double up on this line. I should actually replace my pencil. Double this line right here just to give that bottom more three-dimensional look to it. Okay, and then the chin, let's give that a nice thin chin. Go like that. And it goes like that. Okay. You don't see the eye, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover it with a bunch of lines like this. When I ink it, I'll show you guys how to ink it later on. It's just, when you ink it, you just cover up those lines. Like, it's super easy. Okay, and there we go, you guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this up, because we're pretty much done. Just going to clean this up right here. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I didn't bring it out. This is who we're drawing, minus the dragon shield, but this is Zach right here. So you guys can see it's got like the elephant ears right here. You see this little bump right here, and you can see the raised parts. Okay, so it's pretty cool. Actually, over here, I just noticed that it's slightly raised where the eye is. So I'm just going to create this little curve right here. Hard to see in the reference photo. And then we are done. There we go. Zooming out. Zooming out further. So do take into account that you are going to raise the head when you start like adding these like extra layers, it's going to make the head a lot taller. So for me personally, I find it's a little too, like it could be a little bit wider, it could be rounder, but overall I'm pretty happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this short tutorial. Stay tuned because I will be doing more Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers tutorials on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Take care. And you guys, that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So head on over to Instagram, tag me at Draw2 so I can see your masterpieces. If you guys are ever curious about the tools that I use for drawing or the equipment that I use to make these videos, I have links in the description of this video, so make sure you guys check that out. If you are feeling extra generous, I have links down in the description as well for different ways that you can show your support on this channel. I already mentioned Patreon, but there are other ways as well, so be sure to check those out. Links in the description. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can continue making videos just like this for you guys to enjoy free of charge. Again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video right here, comment down below, and share this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can find a free coloring page based on the tutorial drawing that is found in this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to those are found in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. Finally, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw it too. I'll see you guys next time.